Ever get that, like, craving late at night for something savory? You know, maybe a couple juicy sausages.
Well, tonight's deep dive might make you think twice about firing up the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're diving into the cryptid sausage people.
Oh, boy.
What are they? Are they real? And if so, how worried should we be?
Well, let me tell you, these aren't your average backyard barbecue mishaps. This isn't just someone putting too much lighter fluid on the charcoal.
Right.
We're talking cursed sausages, an entire town steeped in this bizarre history, creatures that really blur the line between delicious and downright disturbing.
Okay, so we're not talking about my friend who uses way too much liquid smoke. This is like next level weird. Where do we even begin of a story like this?
It all starts, like so many good creepy stories do,
Right.
with a town, this one called Bratfordshire.
Okay.
And imagine a place lost to time, kind of perpetually shrouded in this thick, greasy mist that sort of hangs in the air like paprika-tinged fear. Okay, that's already a little creepy. I'm already picturing, I don't know, like something out of a spooky fairy tale. What is it about Bratfordshire? What makes this place so special?
Bratfordshire was really known for one thing above all else. It's butchers. Not just any butchers. We're not talking, you know, your everyday butcher shop. These guys, they were obsessed, absolutely devoted to crafting the most delicious, most sought-after sausages that the world had ever tasted.
So ambitious foodies, but maybe with, like, a dark side.
Yeah, he is right.
What's the connection to this whole cryptid sausage people thing?
Well, their ambition, it led them down a dark path. Legend has it that these butchers, they got their hands on a very, very old cookbook. Not your average cookbook, though. This was a grimoire, an ancient and very cursed cookbook called the Sanguis Carnis, which literally translates to blood of the flesh.
Hold up, a cursed cookbook. Is this like that movie where the guy makes a stew and accidentally summons a demon? What are we talking about here? Recipes for disaster.
You're closer than you think. This wasn't your average cookbook. This thing was filled with dark rituals and promises of infusing meat with otherworldly flavors, all through some pretty gruesome magic. We're talking ingredients you wouldn't believe, rituals involving sacrifices. These butchers were playing with fire, literally and metaphorically.
Okay, I'm already getting a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
So they find this cursed cookbook. What happens next? Do they try and, I don't know, make the world's spiciest chorizo?
You could say that. It all kind of culminated in this massive event that they called the Butcher's Feast.
Okay.
And the butchers, they served up their new and improved sausages, claiming to have unlocked, you know, the ultimate flavors. And here's the thing. People were raving about them. The sausages were so good they were practically addictive.
See, that's how you know it's cursed, right?
Yeah.
Too good to be true.
Precisely. What the townsfolk didn't know was that those sausages, they were infused with dark magic from that grimoire, and that's where the real horror story begins.
Okay, so we've got cursed sausages, an entire town unknowingly indulging in dark magic, and I'm guessing this is the point where things get really, really bad.
Yeah, you could say that as the people of Bratfordshire are, you know, gorging themselves on these magically infused sausages, they're unwittingly inviting something kind of sinister into their bodies.
Okay.
Something that would transform them from the inside out.
Yeah.
Literally.
Okay, transformations. This is where the sausage, encrypted sausage people comes in, right? We got to talk about what these things look like. Paint me a picture, but go easy on the ketchup and mustard, all right?
Let's just say it's not a pretty sight. Imagine, if you will, a grotesque fusion of human and sausage.
Okay.
Their skin becomes taut, glistening, like sausage casing stretched to its limit.
Oh, God.
But instead of plumping up nicely, their bodies elongate, twisting into these greasy, sausage-like appendages. Like someone took the concept of, you are what you eat, way too far.
So we're talking humanoid sausage creatures.
Humanoid might be pushing it. They lose all sense of their former selves. They become these monstrous parodies. Their eyes take on this disturbing mustard yellow glow. Their mouths, what? Imagine a grotesque grin permanently etched onto a sausage about to burst. And their bodies, they bear these grotesque grill marks, as if seared by some unholy flame.
Okay, that's way worse than I pictured. Grill marks. That's a terrifying level of detail.
And then there's a way they move, a slow, slithering crawl, leaving trails of grease and, according to some reports, blood.
I'm starting to think that skipping the snack aisle altogether might be the safer option here.
You know, that's actually a common reaction. The human mind struggles to reconcile something as familiar and, dare I say, appetizing as a sausage with something so utterly horrifying.
It's like a nightmare fueled by a deli counter.
Yeah.
But okay, we've established these things are the stuff of nightmares. You mentioned reports. Are there multiple sightings then? Different types of cryptid sausage people?
The reports are, shall we say, varied. Some describe creatures with sausage fingers, while others claim to have seen beings with entire bratwurst limbs.
So the curse manifests in different ways. Talk about a terrifying sausage variety pack, this Bratfordshire place. Are these things still roaming around there?
Legend has it that the epicenter of this nightmare, the source of the curse, is a place called the Forgotten Butcher.
Catchy. Sounds like
Yep.
the title of a horror movie. Or a really good butcher shop, actually. What is it?
It's not just some abandoned shop. Locals say it still stands, hidden deep within the forests surrounding Bratfordshire. They claim to hear the sizzle of grills and this faint, almost delighted laughter of those cursed butchers, especially on nights when the butcher's moon is full.
Hold on. Butcher's moon. I'm starting to think these butchers had a real flair for the dramatic, what is this, like a lunar eclipse, but for carnivores.
Imagine a reddish, bloated moon that hangs low in the sky, casting this eerie glow over the whole cursed town. And here's the unsettling part. When that moon rises, the cryptid sausage people become more active, their hunger amplified, their desire to share the curse intensifies.
Yeah, the curse. You're saying they're not content with just being these things. They want to spread the love.
It's less about love and more about perpetuating the cycle of the curse. There are stories of what they call the cursed feast, a recurring nightmare for the people of Bratfordshire.
Okay, I'm officially adding this town to my do not visit list. But do tell, what is the cursed feast? Does it involve tiny cocktail forks and a charcuterie board? Charcuterie board of doom? More like it?
Sadly, no tiny forks. The cursed feast, it's when anyone foolish enough to grill sausages under the butcher's moon, they risk attracting the cryptid sausage people.
Okay.
They're drawn to the smell of grilling meat, you see, like moths to a flickering porch light, except instead of just being a nuisance, they want to, well, share the experience.
You're saying these things. They crash a barbecue just to turn everyone into sausage creatures. Talk about a buzzkill.
They're not exactly there for the potato salad. They're looking to perpetuate the curse. Some stories even say they'll leave behind cursed sausages of their own, tempting unsuspecting people to partake in their fate.
So it's like a messed up chain letter, but with bratwurst instead of bad luck. You know, I'm starting to think my fear of grilling in front of others is justified after all. But you said something about stories earlier. Are these just local legends? Or is there something more to it?
That's the real question, isn't it? Is it all just campfire tales to keep people away from Bratfordshire and their sausage grills? Or is there a reason this legend has persisted for so long?
Okay, you got my attention. What kind of stories are we talking about?
Well, there's the saying, eat the wrong sausage, become the sausage. It's practically become a local proverb. People whisper it as a warning about the hidden dangers lurking behind every seemingly innocent sausage link.
Okay, that's both kitschy and completely terrifying.
Yeah.
What else?
Then you have things like the grease trail. People claim to find this slick, oily residue left behind by the cryptid sausage people as they slither through the night. Imagine rounding the corner and seeing that. Talk about a bad omen.
Definitely not something you'd want to step in. What about sounds? Do they make any noise?
Some people claim to hear this unsettling sound. They call it the sludge whisper, a mix of sizzling grease, burning onions, almost like the whispers of the cryptid sausage people themselves.
And I'm guessing sticking around to ask what's for dinner is not a good idea.
Not unless you have a fondness for mustard yellow eyes and a disturbing lack of personal space. Curiosity might not kill the cat in this case, but it just might turn you into a sausage creature.
Noted. Avoid greasy trails. Don't listen to the sausage whispers. And whatever you do, don't eat the cursed sausages.
Got it. So what you're saying is there's a possibility, however slim, that these things might be real. There's always a possibility. Unexplained disappearances, strange sightings in the mist, greasy stains that defy explanation. It all adds up to a chilling possibility. We humans, we have a long history of turning our fears into folklore. But sometimes, just sometimes, the folklore has a way of reflecting something real, something we can't explain away.
So the next time we fire up the grill, maybe think twice about that extra sausage. Because you never know who or what might be watching from the shadows, hungry for more than just a quick bite. Sleep tight, everyone, and maybe hold the sausage tonight.